People in Northern Ireland have been expressing their shock and horror at last night's terrorist attack in Manchester. Local political parties have joined others in suspending their election campaigning as a mark of respect to the victims, and books of condolence have been opened. 22 people died and dozens were injured when a suicide bomb was detonated inside the Manchester Arena, following a concert by the American singer Ariana Grande. Our first report is from David Maxwell, who's in Manchester for BBC Newsline.
Well, this evening, Manchester is still very much trying to come to terms with the events which unfolded here last night. A huge security operation and cordon still in place. This is the arena just behind me where the attack unfolded, the worst terrorist incident in the UK since the London bombings in 2005. And what's made this attack all the more shocking is the apparently deliberate targeting of children and teenagers. Panic and raw fear in the moments immediately after the blast. To the 20,000 strong audience attending the Ariana Grande concert, it was quickly clear this was no pre-planned pyrotechnics. Manchester's biggest indoor venue was being attacked. Witnesses described a horrific scene inside, with the dead and injured lying in the foyer where the suicide bomber detonated his device. Bolts and nuts within the bomb ensured maximum casualties. 60 ambulances ferried the dozens of injured to hospitals around the city. For many relatives, there were agonising hours trying to contact their loved ones. For some, the news will have been completely devastating. Today, Manchester woke up to the reality that it's the latest target of terror. Heavily armed police patrolled the streets. Some hotels remained in lockdown with added security checks. The UK has prepared for these kind of attacks, but there is no preparation for the murder of children, and this city is reeling. Among its residents is Rose Morris. She's lived here for nearly 50 years, but is originally from Omagh.
Now, I was standing on the platform right across where the incident happened last night, and left that station about 10:20. So I take it I was the last metro out of there, because obviously the station closed after that. It was such heartbreaking news, and it brought back feelings that I had following the Omagh bombing, because I was in Omagh the day of the bombing.
Manchester is a popular city destination for people from Northern Ireland, but any regular visitors would not recognise the city today. Well, I'm at the top end of Deansgate, one of the busiest, biggest streets in Manchester, and as you can see, all of these roads around the arena are empty at the moment, and Manchester itself isn't busy following this attack. Today, the police arrested a man in South Manchester in connection with the attack. They also carried out raids and a controlled explosion. Now, over the coming days, we can expect more details of the victims to emerge, all cut down in their prime. But what no investigation is ever likely to be able to explain is the thinking of the man who came here last night, intent on mass murder.